A lot of FFA members have been winning awards recently. Austin Miller earned the EO District Sentinel position. Allison Starwalt won Agricultural Placement. Brian Patterson won Sheep Production. And Nicholas Arnaldus won Wildlife Production. Several other students also won awards for scrapbooking. Tanner's senior project is starting soon, so he was interested in explaining a little more about it.
Hi, I'm Tanner, and it's an honor to be on Imbler News. What my senior project's basically about is I'm going to go into a Mr. Adams health class probably next week and give a class on addiction and its effects on the brain, and not just addiction to drugs, but how you can get addicted to other things like screens and coffee, just in general how addiction affects the brain and how that all works. In the class, I'm gonna have my mentor, who's the Caitlin, the school counselor, and she's gonna come in, basically help me out, teach a little about what she does here and how addiction affects the brain, because she knows a little bit more about it than I do, has a little bit more expertise. And then I'm gonna do a little experiment survey. We're gonna have the kids voluntarily give up their phones for a day and then just write down how many times they reached for it, how they felt after about like an hour, 2 hours, and then at the end of the day how they felt without their phones for the entire day. And I'm gonna give basically a lesson on addiction through drugs, addiction to screens, and just what it does to your brain in general. I'm gonna have Caitlin help me out a little bit more on that, on making my lessons plans. I've only made like done a little bit on this, and I really feel like Caitlin's help will be very essential to my senior project. We feel like 2 lessons, one before the survey or experiment type thing, and then one after, like taking the results and basically showing the kids the results, like how many times they've reached for their phone throughout the day without even knowing that they, like, just kind of a natural response to reach for your phone when you're not doing anything type of a deal, how your brain's like kind of conditioned to do that, and basically show them that information.
Here's what's coming up next week. Next week is the Talent Show and Soup on Wednesday at 6 p.m. in the elementary building. Little Steps is also on Thursday. That's all for this week. Check back next week for more Imbler news.